What is going on YouTube? As most of you might know or have heard already from the episode of Vision, I am back on Optic, back to my home, back under the green wall where I belong and where it's been so familiar to me over the past years for competing. So I'm happy to be here. Actually been such a warm welcoming coming back to the house, seeing Flame, seeing Bose, meeting Aaron, seeing Davis, talking to Pamaj, and just the creative juices flowing here. Everything about it has just uplifted my entire mindset. Like, I really can't wait to get to work. I can't wait to make my mark in Optic as a content creator, and I can't wait to support the boys at events. You know, being on the desk, I can't wait to support my boys at the event. But what I really wanted to talk to you guys about in this video is where I've been, my future plans, how I got back on Optic, the whole 9 yards. It's just been an extreme roller coaster, and I would say everything's happened extremely fast. Like, if you asked me 4 weeks ago where I would be, I would not have told you I'd be on Optic, sitting in the living room, recording a video. So sometimes the best things in life aren't planned, they just happen. But yeah, since AW, you guys know I got released from Optic and, you know, been trying to figure out competitive Call of Duty since then. It's been kind of depressing, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I love Call of Duty, I don't wanna bash the games or anything like that. I'm not gonna say the games are bad, but it was definitely too big of an adjustment for me to try to play the new Call of Duties with the jetpacks being added to the game. It was definitely just a bigger adjustment for me, and it wasn't something I was interested in doing. Changing my play style, picking up a new game, finding new teammates, and kind of trying to make things work. So, you know, after I got released from Optic, I was kind of in a lost position as to what I wanted to do with my life. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever been in that situation where you kind of don't know what you want to do, who you are, trying to find yourself, but that's exactly what I went through at that time. And I must say, I'm happy that I reached out to my friends at MOG, I reached out to people on Optic to kind of figure out what opportunities were there for me. So I'm a person who never really likes to reach out for help or go to others for advice or anything like that. It is a problem. You should go to other people, you should ask for advice, you should seek for help or anything from other people that can help you, you know? Stay focused with everyone. But, you know, back to that point being, you know, I went to MOG, I'm like, hey, what are the opportunities on the desk? What do you guys have for me? Is there anything that I can do to contribute to the scene? Because I missed it so much. And the lack of streaming, the lack of not playing constantly, it makes you realize what things in life are important and what you want to do and who you want to be and what you want to accomplish. So, you know, again, I just started reaching out to people, seeing what opportunities were out there, and eventually, you know, I got on the desk. I must say, going to events, knowing that you don't have a competition ahead of you to compete in, is a lot more relieving. Because being on the desk, you know you're going there, you know what your work is for the weekend, and you know what the outcome's gonna be. There's no emotional roller coasters of, oh my God, we were up 2-0 in a series, threw it away, the team reverse sweeps you, and then your whole weekend is pretty much ruined for the night just because of the fact that you had a bad series, you know what I mean? So I must say, being on the desk has been a lot less stressful and a lot more enjoyable. And to any of my, you know, my peers out there still competing and playing competitively, they could vouch for me. They could tell you how stressful it is competing and how much more relieved it seems in my eyes when I'm at events and just doing the desk. And I've explained to people, doing the desk is simply what we do already at events as players. Like Sunday night, or even whenever you lose a series, the first thing us players will do, we'll go outside, we'll sit with players from other teams, our friends from other teams, and talk about what we did wrong. We'll talk about what we did right. We'll talk about what we need to improve on, who didn't play necessarily the best, or who shit the bed, as people would say, or who played bad. And it's just, I'm applying that same exact concept just on the desk. And I'm doing it for you guys now, as well as for myself. And honestly, from doing the desk, I've learned so much more about Call of Duty, about players, about play styles, about the actual game itself. So it's like I'm a viewer now. Instead of competing, I'm actually viewing the sport more. And it's actually very educational to sit there and watch games and break it down for you guys. So I hope you do enjoy the justice that I do for you guys on the analyst desk. I enjoy it so much, I don't plan on stopping that anytime soon. I think it's something that I can do as long as I'm allowed to. But, you know, I'm not gonna talk about this yet, but with World War II coming out, it's gonna leave a lot of questions in the air as to what I want to do. Like even right now, like you see me looking around trying to think like World War II, like what do I want to do for that game? Competing's in my heart, guys. Compete, like you see all the trophies behind me, just sitting here, like looking at that just makes me want to say like World War II, I'm back, baby. We're out here, we're beasting. We doing the money Manziel out here. We're doing all of it, you know. Like I want to be back competing. I want to be back on that level of excitement in my mind. But if things are going so well with content and streaming for you guys and doing the desk, I'd rather provide those justice for you guys instead of going through the stress of competing and wondering if I found the right team and wondering if we have what it takes to win events. So, you know, a lot of questions up in the air. I don't know what I'm gonna do when it comes down to that. But moving forward, yes, I'm back on Optic, guys, and I'm sure you're interested in what am I doing here? Are you gonna be doing an Optic Nation team with someone getting dropped from Optic Gaming? None of that's happening. I'm simply joining the org and being a content creator and providing the awesome videos that you guys desire on a regular basis. I know this sounds like a broken record. I know in the past I've said, hey, yo, I wanna do videos, I wanna do content for you guys, like, you know, be on the lookout. But for the first time, I'm actually not busy competing. So I have plenty of time to put it more towards YouTube videos, more towards streaming, more towards Facebook Live vlogs, just content. I got more time for it now. And it's funny because I'm gonna talk about how I got on Optic. We were at MLG Anaheim. And you know, I went up to Hex and I'm like, what opportunities do you guys have there? Are you looking for any content creators? Because when I was on the team, Hex, like I was competing and you can't really pull like a Doug Sensor Martin and be FaZe while playing for E United or being FaZe Sensor playing for Bittersweet. You know, he was able to pull that off. I don't know how, and it worked out really well for him. But, you know, I was going to a team like Envious or going to a team like Denial or going to a team like TSM. You can't still be in Optic playing for one of those orgs. So I told Hex, I was like, you know, I didn't have the time or the commitment to want to do content at that time. I was still really focused on competing. I still thought I could compete at the highest level. I still believe I can compete at the highest level on Boots on the Ground COD. I feel like I have to state that. But yeah, I was just like, I feel like I have more time now, Hex, to dedicate it towards doing something more for myself, finding out who I am, bringing videos out to you guys. So, you know, with that being said, the plans for my future are to crack down, you know what I mean? Like really get into it, grind. You know, I wanna read more books about business. I wanna read more books about entrepreneurship. I wanna challenge the opinions of the people living in my house. I just want this to be such a productive point in my life that I become the best possible person I can be while also making the people around me better. That's my ultimate goal. And like I said, I talked to Mike, I talked to Bose, I talked to Pamaj, I talked to Aaron, I talked to Davis, I talked to Hex, I talked to Optic J, and I'm just like, what can I do to be better? You know, what can you do to be better? What ideas do you guys have for videos? Let's brainstorm, because yeah, I could have an idea for a video that I might like, but do you guys also approve of this idea? Do you think it can work? There's more people watching my videos than just me. So my opinion isn't the only opinion that should matter. So, you know, I really want us to be a collective group here, and I'm not saying they aren't already a collective group. I'm just saying my mindset coming into here, not knowing what the mindsets were of everyone, I want us to be a collective group. I want us all working together to be the best possible people we can be. And, you know, with that being said, as soon as I came into the house, everyone welcomed me with open arms. You know, he actually set up this entire view that you have for my video right now. He's like, you should get the trophies in the back. You should sit there. You should just kill it right now. Get the first video out the way. And here we are. So it's just, when you have that kind of positive reinforcement all the time, I don't see failure as an option. And now don't get me, like, I use failure like as a way, like you're not, like in my opinion, when you fail at something, it's not really like, you shouldn't quit. You shouldn't be done with it. You shouldn't put it to the side, be like, I failed, that's it. As long as you can improve from your failures to see your successes, I feel like you're doing it the right way. So I might, for example, I might mess up 10 times and have to edit things out of this video, but for the next video, I know what I had to cut out, what I messed up on, and I can improve that for future videos. So just like little things like that, like you're gonna have to see multiple failures in your life to eventually see success. That's just grind. But yeah, I just wanted to get this first video out to you guys. I will be doing stage 2 all month long, so I'll be trying to get more videos out to you guys while I'm traveling and having a fun time doing that. So that being said, thanks for watching. This is the first video. Proof is back in the house, baby. Let's go. P.S. I love you guys.